And there it is, Lamortmon, 20 episodes after Jinbei and Goramon's debut. I'll start with this, it was good, but there was one part of this episode, guys, there was just, this was the craziest thing to me. If this isn't having a real effect on your life right now, then we're just not going through the same motions. They're literally sampling Squidward's scream as if nobody was going to notice. I think as far as the werewolf concept goes, it isn't super scary, bar the PNG jump scare at some point in the episode, but I think the ambience and build-up and the mystery surrounding the werewolf that haunts Ruli's family was actually really well developed, and the context behind Darkmon losing Manticoremon in the real world, I think was believable enough. We finally got Thetismon again after her debut ages ago. I think they really nerfed that antidote ability for some reason. And also the animation this week absolutely slapped in some parts. And so I think we should celebrate the contributions to this episode in the credits as shown. When people talk about good Monster of the Week episodes and being happy with the Ghost Game formula, it's episodes like these is what they mean. Did Lamortmon meet my expectations? Yeah, kind of. I thought we'd have more of a problem with Lamortmon's personality, but I think it was mostly under control. There were signs that he was getting a little bit out of hand, but really was able to pull that back in, and that's fine. Wasn't what I expected to be so relatively easy, but it's fine. If I could have done things differently, I think obviously not having the Squidward scream would have been great. They kind of had to nerf Thetismon's antidote ability just to have the situation escalate in the episode, which I didn't like that much. I don't know, it just feels like they're making stuff up as they go to accommodate different parts of the story they didn't think about in advance. I would have preferred if Lamortmon was a little bit harder to handle, but we could clearly see there were some issues with the evolution in the episode, so it's alright, it's fine. Maybe more on the selfish side, they really went all in on the animation when the Digimon were about to fight Manticoremon, like in the champion level, and that confused me a bit, because whoever was working on that animation at that time clearly wasn't doing it when Lamortmon evolved and was fighting Manticoremon. Don't get me wrong, the animation was fine, there was nothing wrong with it, but I just think if you're going to have a perfect level debut, surely to show off that new Digimon, you want to have those allocated efforts somewhere else, i.e. on the new Digimon fighting. It was great, I really enjoyed it, there was nothing wrong with the animation anywhere, but I'm surprised they focused their efforts in that segment of the battle and not Lamortmon itself. They've kind of just brushed straight past Kano Vicemon and no emphasis has really been added to Kano Vicemon. From this point on, who knows where Ghost Game goes with this story. I really thought it'd have some kind of, Black Garurumon or Black Galgamon or something in this episode, just as an excuse to have some kind of story whilst also nailing the debut of Lamortmon. But obviously not. But as I mentioned before in different videos, when something happens, I will tell you and talk about it. But until then everyone, thank you for stopping by, and most importantly, take care.